Hello, welcome students, welcome everyone. It's been a great day having rank 9 INI-CET May 22 exam. Dr. Aneesh Pradhan, a student of MDS Life course in 2021. Been a long journey of these students of this batch, especially like studying for more than say around 18 months approx, and giving both the exams together, INI as well as NEET. So, without wasting your time, all yours, Dr. Anish, welcome you. Congratulations to you and your family once again for the big achievement. And just start shooting the words of wisdom, words of motivation for the generations to who will be seeing this video, your juniors, your colleagues, your batchmates, and many, many juniors to follow. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Actually, I started my preparation. I joined DBMCI in November 2020. I had not planned to prepare for the exam in the December 2020 exam. I just attempted the exam, and that time my rank was around 6,500 something. Then I started preparing since November, and then I had to take a break because of family issues. We all were suffering from COVID, and then since Jan 1st, I decided that I will not waste a single second, and I had to prepare for PG. So this happened, and then in October, I think the NEET MDS got postponed. So that was a major setback, but at the back of my mind, I was like, it's good that it's postponed. At least I can revise many times, because I hadn't even finished the medicine revision for once since till October. So it was actually a good thing for me. Then I focused on INI, because INI was on 14th November. And I didn't even think that I could get through INI, but at that time, November INI exam, my rank was 69. So I thought that हो सकता है, मैं कर सकता हूँ. So also let's focus on the next INI exam. Then the NEET was postponed to March, so I again focused on NEET. Then again it got postponed to May, and INI was again on 8th May. So I was like, अब कैसे होगा दो एग्जाम, दोनों का प्रिपरेशन थोड़ा अलग रहता है, कैसे करेंगे. But the DBMCI lectures and notes, like I have a 20-25 notebooks that those helped me a lot. Like each and every faculty, I'm grateful to every one of you.
Thank you for your kind words. One question, jo mere khayal every student wants to listen, and they keep on messaging us also. We also at times are in a perplexed situation, what to reply exactly on that. Let's hear straight from the horse's mouth. What is the main difference you found in preparation for INI and NEET? You NEET result is awaited, and I really hope you get a like top rank in that too. And we like really wish for that. We wish you best of luck for that. But let us listen from you straight away. Like, क्या difference actually आपको लगा? आपने नीट दिया, उसके 8 दिन बाद आपका INI था. तो एक तो उन 7-8 days में what extra you did, or maybe what you did, and over a period of giving 2 INIs from November to May, क्या difference लगा आपको preparation strategies में?
Sir, I think that NEET MDS is like, it will cover each and every subject. You cannot leave even one subject for NEET MDS, be it anything like from first year, anatomy, biochem, physio. But in INI-CET is mostly about clinicals and very few basics. Yeah, dental clinical subjects. But in the November INI-CET, the thing was almost 40-50 questions were the same. The ones for the MDMS exams, INI, and the MDS, they had just put the same questions of basic sciences. So, and they were repeats basically from the previous exams. So I thought, if this is the trend, then I should do those basic papers also of INI-CET, MDMS. So I focused on them also, like basic, anat, physio, and even you had uploaded all those papers in there.
I think but this time, messaged you guys like many a times, like to focus on majorly dental subjects when it comes to INI.
INI, yes. But this time it was totally different again. It was purely a clinical paper.
Clinical paper.
And majorly it was dominated by ortho, prostho, oral surgery, almost all clinicals. And I remember that Dr. Aman sir had taken ortho very well. Like INI was focusing on majorly the myofunctional appliances or headgear, phase bow, what are the indications. It was a very clinical paper, and because of his notes, I could attempt the paper.
Questions were not straightforward; they were more of application, conceptual. What we call
conceptual.
Were
yes,
you able
it was
to
like
apply the concepts you have studied in the classes, or it was something different coming that?
No, actually, it was very much from, the questions were not directly from the notes, they were application based, but the basic concepts of ortho, like when to use a headgear, when to use a myofunctional appliance. If that was clear to the student, it was clear to me because of his notes. So it was very much easy for those questions. Some were very much difficult, but I think those difficult questions, even the topper would have been
you are the topper. If you are not, see, there is hardly any difference in AIMS ranking scores actually. If like the scores will come, you will see for yourself. Usually rank 1 is little different, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've seen in many past papers, like past years, it's hardly 0.5, 1 MCQ, hardly plus minus going, and even ranks are overlapping. I remember the last few years back, we had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all from our institute names. One was not there, and rank 4, 5, 6, 7, all 4 had the same score.
Okay.
Then they calculate as per their criteria. Tiebreaker criteria. So that's wonderful. Like, but INI and NEET preparation, you said every subject is important. The medicals, because you have part A, part B, you have to go through with that. In this long journey, what would you advise your juniors, especially and MDS aspirants, like syllabus पूरा पढ़ना चाहिए, नहीं पढ़ना चाहिए, firstly, then अगर पढ़ना चाहिए तो उसको रिवाइज करना जरूरी है या बिना रिवाइज करे भी हो जाता है, and to what timelines? Say suppose now next year, suppose exam is in March, suppose, so the students who are listening this, they are preparing for March exam, so how much time they should devote towards the revision?
Sir, actually, I feel that revision should not start after the end of all the subjects. I think revision should start from day 2 itself. Like if you are starting from today, then if you suppose you study ortho today from the notes, then tomorrow is the day you should revise. Yeah, sir, I think that it should start from day 2 itself. You should not create a backlog of revision. You are starting a subject today, you should revise it tomorrow. Then, as you say that 1 week, 2 week, 1 month, 2 months.
मुझे वही लगा, ये तो मेरे words when you start.
I actually followed it, and I believe that it's I like during my preparation, I didn't believe that ऐसे कैसे होगा, 2 months बाद क्या याद होगा, but I just simply followed it, and in the exam I could recall. So it's correct that you should start from day 2 itself, then 1 week, 2 week, 1 month, 2 months, and you should keep on revising. It's not that after 19 subjects are over, then you start your revision, then it's not possible.
So it becomes blank, like subject 1 तो गायब ही हो जाता है.
Yeah, वो कुछ भी याद नहीं होता. Like some subjects like DM, I used to find it very difficult. It's very volatile, all the compositions, but we had your notes, and I made those difficult subjects for me was DM firstly. So DM, and so DM I used to revise every day, not even the 1 week, 2 week rule. I used to revise it every day, whatever, half an hour or 20 minutes, whatever. I used to revise it every day. So that is how the revision should go on, I think. And don't think that we are allotting 2 months before you are starting the revision, or 3 months before. It's not like that. You have to
continuous process.
Yeah, yes.
Great. So thank you on that question, because ये ना वो क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूँ मैं आपसे जो मुझे डेली व्हाट्सएप पे आते हैं या कॉल्स पे आते हैं या टेलीग्राम.
Even I had this question.
Same thing, like, because the batches,
Yeah.
no matter we move year after year, the student psychology, the students' preparation methodology usually never change. Okay.
Yes.
So, regarding the NEET and INI like segments, you gave both the papers in very short time. So, I'm very sure
Yeah.
you would be able to compare what was the difficulty standard or difficulty level, or you can say the mindset when you were giving both the exams. आपको क्या
Okay.
लगा, like when you were giving नीट, यार ये तो इजी है, मैं कर मेरे से हो गया, या आईएनआई के
Uh-huh.
टाइम पे वो ज्यादा इजी लगा आपको पेपर इस बार?
Uh, it was like NEET will test your basics. Like it will not be like INI. It will not ask too many in-depth clinical questions. There will be clinical questions, but you would be knowing it if you have studied throughout the year. Like we have the basic MCQ books available. Whatever the MCQ book we are following, you have to have some kind of mastery over it. So basically, if you have that mastery and the notes, and if you have preparing for 7 to 8 months, then NEET will be okay. But this time it was like it was a easy paper, but the options were quite confusing in part B. So I would say that NEET was a tricky paper. Like there were many confusing options. Like, so if there is an easy question, I think you should be very cautious while attempting an easy question. But difficult question anyway, we read it for 10 times and then we answer the question.
I
So
think I made a mistake here. I should ask you this question after NEET result. I should have done that.
हाँ.
Chane though, let's focus on something like the random rapid fire sort thing, which students like. How many hours per day you would you were doing? One honest answer, and what you advocate.
During the initial days, I started slow, like 7 to 8 hours. But as the exam approached, like 2 to 3 months before, it was almost 10 to 12 hours per day. But like I did never counted the hours, but I didn't do anything except for studying. That's the thing.
No
Like
clinic,
there is no
nothing. Yeah,
time.
that was my next
No,
question. Whether to join a clinic or not join a clinic.
I had joined, but from Jan 2021, and then I stopped at May during May end. Like after May end, I was like, I want to devote the complete time to preparation because exam was in December, but it got postponed, so I got lucky in that aspect.
Simple. What you feel like the studies part? Was it like you started with the difficult subject? You started with the easy subject because you gave one NEET. You told me, like, I was not aware of
Yes.
that. You were 6,500. So,
Yes.
क्या आपने easy subject से शुरू किया या difficult से, or you simply followed the schedule which was going on in the institute?
No, I've just followed whatever the classes weekly schedule was
And
planned.
were you able
That's
to
what I did.
cope up with that timelines
Yes.
and all? Yeah, that's
Yes,
important
sir.
actually. That's what the
Yeah.
timelines are for. But,
Yes.
yeah,
Like every day, like in a week, we used to have 4 to 5 classes. I never missed a single class, and I made notes. And at the end of the week, there was a test scheduled. So those tests, every test I used to attempt. So basically, as the institute's timetable progressed, my study also progressed.
and we gave you
So
quite a slow timetable in the beginning, like
yes,
not
it
to
was very slow.
not to
Yes.
stress upon that.
Yeah.
Okay,
And the best part was about medicine and physio integrated.
integrated.
Yes, because it's very vast. Physio is very vast. Medicine is very vast. If they would have not been integrated, then it would have been very difficult to
You were able
study
to
both of them.
understand physio medicine, right?
Yes, sir.
Understand to the core, remember the concepts, facts, and figures, everything.
Yes, like Jasmine ma'am is the best. And whatever she had taught, it was the integrated session was quite for a long time. It was going on. I made notes for everything, and I have like 400 pages notebooks now for medicine physio. And it was so vast, so I never included that in my revision schedule because I had to do those every day again. So I used to do medicine, physio every day. That also helped in INI. There were few questions from physio also.
Physio comes, yeah.
हाँ, so physio के questions वो
But
हो
सारा
गए
कराया
थे.
हुआ है मतलब as per your,
हाँ,
even in NEET you
yes,
like many
yes.
things.
NEET, all questions were from notes only. Only few questions like numerical ones, like numbers related, those I didn't attempt. But NEET, most of the questions were from notes. Everything was covered.
One little question which please don't mind, and it usually like thoda sa na, it motivates the students who are actually planning to start again. You started your journey from 6,500 rank, which is not a very good also, but not a bad rank.
Yeah.
You know that, like
Yeah.
still many students cannot achieve in one go. So when you
Yeah.
started from 6,500, like what were your thoughts? Like, were you very sure that next year you will be able to make it in one digit or two digit or at least a government rank? Or it was very scary? The pressure was mounting, the surroundings, the atmosphere, your friend circle. Like, how was the like? Because ये ना हर एक का अपना एक journey का, you can say that part which is very close to everybody. I remember my struggle and that I've already shared on many platforms. But I just want to listen to the toppers of today. कि क्या दिमाग में चल रहा होता है when you start from its rank like 6,000, 4-digit rank like 6,500 कि यार अगला 12 महीने में ऐसा क्या हो जाएगा कि रैंक विल बी 1 digit or 2 digit max?
Actually, at that time, I had never planned that I would do PG. I had some other plans, but they didn't work for me, or I realized that it's not my cup of tea for like whatever plans I had. So then I decided whatever may be the deal, I have to do PG if I have to stay in India. So then I joined, then I came to know about DBMCI through YouTube, your YouTube videos. And so I had not prepared for that exam, like for any, not even, it was just a casual attempt. I had joined in November. I had joined the classes, like only OP and OMR was done, I think. But then through the OP and OMR, which I had attended.
Those classes, right? We repeated
everything. Yeah, it was repeated again also. But through those two classes of OPOMR, I attempted the NEET exam, and I realized that whatever Sumit sir or Sunny sir had taught in those 2 months, there were questions from those topics also in it. So I thought that if I attend the classes regularly and do everything regularly, then I think I can do it. So I never thought of that what my rank would be if I give the exam next year. Will it be single digit? I just told myself that I have to do it, whatever may be the rank. At least my preparation should be 100%. Then let's see, whatever happens, I'll accept it. So I never thought about
most important actually. You can predict what I always tell and what I have seen in my life as well is you can easily predict, plan, and execute your journey. But you cannot predict the outcome of it. If the journey is good, journey is very successful, journey is very contentful, like of Dr. Aneesh today, then result will automatically come good. वो रोक ही नहीं सकता कोई आपको. The entire universe will work in favor of you and make that thing happen which you are dreaming, working day and night for that. That's very true, Dr. Aneesh. Like, मेहनत आपके कंट्रोल में थी, मेहनत आपने करी.
Nothing else was in my control.
You attended classes, you made notes, you gave tests, you revised a lot, you kept patience through those 16, 18 months. That's really important. So apart from studies, like I believe you love flying. That's why you are Superman today. So what are your hobbies? Just to make this little more interesting for the audience. कुछ तो एक्स्ट्रा किया होगा ना, अपार्ट फ्रॉम कुछ तो किया होगा साल भर.
प्रिपरेशन के टाइम पे तो नहीं, मतलब बाकी कुछ भी नहीं करता
रहता है. 8 घंटे आप पढ़ रहे थे, सपोज 10 hours, 14 में से सपोज 8 hours you were sleeping, 6 hours में चलो 3 घंटे खाने के भी निकाल दो, 3 hours में कुछ तो चैटिंग, सोशल मीडिया करना चाहिए, नहीं करना चाहिए ज्यादा. व्हाट एडवाइसेस on that day? What you were doing actually,
Uh,
not advice, what you were doing.
During initial days, like till Jan to May or June, I had Insta and Facebook and whatever. So I used to spend a lot of time on it, social media, and I used to watch YouTube videos a lot, like all the toppers, and that just inspired me to prepare. So I used to spend my time like that. And after May or June, I just completely switched off everything. No Insta, no Facebook, nothing. Only YouTube, WhatsApp, and Telegram. So majorly, I used to spend my time on YouTube. I love playing games, PUBG, and all that, but everything was switched off, and now I'm coming back on those platforms again.
Again.
Yes.
It's like really too good to have some recreational activity along with, otherwise
Yeah.
life becomes too monotonous.
Yes. Yes.
So how is your parents' reaction like before you got the result and after the result? Like before, were they really hoping this time for something as big as
Uh,
INI?
no, so, I
उनके लिए
mean,
आप एक typical boy who doesn't study, कितना भी पढ़ लो, parents के लिए we are always that in the category.
हाँ. नहीं, ऐसे कुछ उनका प्रेशर तो नहीं था. They were like, ठीक है, जो कर रहा है तो देखते क्या होता है. But they could not believe it that single digit rank in INI is like something big, and coming from a private college, it's again a big deal, I think.
Regarding
So,
this private college, it reminds me, does it make a difference when you are studying all through the years? How big a difference it becomes, like coming from private college or coming from a government college? क्या लगता है अभी आपको?
Now I realize that even I had this thought behind my mind that कैसे होगा, मैं तो private से हूँ. There are so many intelligent candidates in government colleges and all that, but it really does not matter. If you have the desire and you are working for your dream, then it really does not matter. You just have to be consistent in your efforts, and the results will come. It will never matter that even if you are a private college, or like even in my college, I never used to top. I was a say above average, but I never used to be a ranker like in the first rank, second rank, not like that. So it doesn't really matter. You just have to be consistent.
That's really a good piece of advice for all those listening this from the private college. Even if you had an average academic background in first 4 years of BDS and internship, or maybe after that, you do as much hard work as Dr. Anish, then life is going to be not same anymore. You can easily enter a government college for your masters and in that flipping ratio कि एक नोशन है सबका कि प्राइवेट कॉलेज के बच्चे नहीं निकालते, बट मैंने तो यही देखा हमारे पास तो मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट स्टडिंग आर फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट आल्सो बट प्राइवेट मेजॉरिटी एंड last year also the top rankers were all from private institutions. It's just a myth, or you can say self created rumor कि ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है. खुद ही डिमोटिवेट होने के लिए हम लोग ये बार बार बोलते रहेंगे तो कुछ नहीं होगा. You have to keep on shining above those rumors actually. Lastly, like एक बड़ा stereotypical question. Any like special mention about any faculties or subjects you feel were became so made your subject journey so interestingly and convincingly interesting that it helped you in your preparation? कि वो सब्जेक्ट को आप पहले शायद बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं करते थे in your 4 years of BDS, and after those classes maybe the style of teaching, maybe the level of teaching of that faculty of our institute made you fall in love with that subject like never before.
So first of all, each and every faculty was wonderful. All their notes, like I would preserve them for lifetime now. And a special mention to some teachers like Sumit sir, the way he conducted the OMR class. OMR is a vast subject. You cannot study it from books. You need a teacher to tell you what's important, what is being asked in the exams. All those images which he showed, like it was amazing. Then especially Manish sir, PhD was very difficult. I never used to understand a single thing about biostats and epidemiology. I used to barely pass in BDS days. But after attending his lectures, he made it so simplified that it was very easily understandable, and it was very easy to apply those concepts in the MCQs. And also Aman sir for ortho, wonderful notes of Aman sir. Varun sir also, he concised the entire endo, cons endo into one single book. It was amazing. Like everyone, and especially Jasmine ma'am, the notes, Jasmine ma'am ke notes, they were amazing. Like I used to refer to standard textbooks like Ganong or Kaitan if I had doubts in any MCQ, only for some of the MCQs. And then I used to realize that they were the typical lines which I have in my own notes. So her notes were amazing. So also her classes I used to attend and everything.
Oh, great. Really, thank you for using such nice words for almost.
No, they are true.
It's like really that's saal ke end mein na, when this journey ends, and yours was a really big journey, or your batch students like completely.
Yes.
Everything is kept aside, but getting some thank you messages after the exam. You all have seen in the groups also. It starts going in. That, but I mean, that is a much different level of you can say कंटेंटमेंट कह लो या एक कह लो दिमाग को ना ऐसे लगता है यार कुछ तो हमने किया है पिछले साल जो करते टाइम रियलाइज नहीं होता किसी टीचर को लाइक व्हेनेवर सच मैसेज कम्स लाइक डॉक्टर मनीष सर का डाला था टेलीग्राम पे सबने तो वो सर को भेजा मैंने एंड ही वाज लाइक आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड ही शोड इट टू ऑलमोस्ट एवरीबॉडी ही न्यू इन द वर्ल्ड देखो
ही वाज अमेजिंग सर
मेरे स्टूडेंट्स ने मुझे ये भेजा है एंड दैट इज द ट्रॉफी वी कैरी फॉरवर्ड एवरी ईयर लाइक वी रिजल्ट्स ठीक है आते हैं जाते हैं यू बिकम MDS you'll become HOD someday you become much bigger than वो बट ये वाले चीजें ना थोड़ा सा एक कह लो एक अलग ह्यूमन टच एंड हार्ट टू हार्ट conversation is always in a very different world altogether. So जाते जाते any piece of advice without wasting much of your time. I know it's going to be celebrations days and more excitement for the NEET result. क्या जाते जाते जस्ट जो आपको लगता है आपके जूनियर्स के लिए या just for the world who is listening to you?
I would like to tell all the aspirants like never give up in your preparation. During my preparation, the exam got postponed, preponed, again postponed like 3 to 4 times. Fake news, everything. But don't let all those news affect your preparation, because in the end the toppers are going to remain the toppers. They will continue to study whatever may be the external conditions. So just don't give up during preparations, and hard work in the end will eventually pay off. Don't stop studying. Always consistency is the key. Like don't during day 1 don't go on studying for 10 to 12 hours, and during day 2 you are like only 2 to 3 hours. Start slow and eventually everything will fall into place. Just follow what your teacher says and everything will fall into place.
So thank you again, Dr. Aneesh Pradhan, for rank giving interview at immediately after scoring a big rank in AIMS INI-CET exam, and wish you all the best for the upcoming NEET result as well, and hope you shine, you grow, you excel in your career, professional, personal life. God bless you always.
Thank you, sir.